Xiaonan, you got Marina Rodriguez. She's number 3 in the world. You know, you're number 4, so it makes sense. She's on a 3-fight winning streak. You know, usually at the top of the division, one fight could get you a title shot. Do you look at this fight as a title eliminator?
所以小南就直入主题了，这回打排名第3的这个马雷纳罗德里格斯，他第3，你第4，那么基本上这场比赛的胜者很有可能挑战冠军，所以你感觉怎么样？你也是这么想的吗？
我感觉特别的兴奋，而且上一场比赛就是我没有能抓住这个机会吧，这回机会又来了，我一定要抓住这个机会。
Yeah, I feel so excited because last fight I was unable to grab the opportunity to challenge the belt. I was unable to win that fight. So now this time you have to give me another opportunity to challenge Marina to fight Marina Rodriguez. So who win this fight? Yeah, of course, one more step closer to the belt.
Definitely. And, you know, Joanna Jędrzejczyk, the former champion, she was talking about returning soon. Did you think about fighting her before you signed this fight with Marina?
所以啊，而且还有一个就是你们这级别里，乔安娜这最近一阵也在说复出啊什么这个事儿。所以在你接这个罗德里格斯这场比赛之前，你有没有想过跟乔安娜打一场？
我想过，就是不管是谁，我也想过前面那几个人，还有我后面那几个人都行。但是我觉得乔安娜她肯定还是想直接去挑战冠军啊，或者打人气更高的。她不一定想打我，但是我挺想打她的。
I thought about her, but just anyone whose ranking is higher than me, I love to fight. But to be real, I don't think Joanna wants to fight me. She may fight a bigger name than me. So, but I want to fight her for sure. So yeah, that's why I take Rodriguez fight.
All right, of course. And when you rip apart Rodriguez as a fighter, what do you see in her style of fighting?
所以那咱们分析一下你这对手罗德里格斯，你怎么看他？比如他的风格、他的技术特点什么的。
我觉得他的优势就是他的身体嘛，又细又长，还有他的站立打得很好，就是站立风格的。柔术也可以，所以说这个对手还是很强的。
She's a good fighter, very well-rounded. She is a very rangy, tall, lean fighter, very good striker, and also good on jiu-jitsu. So well-rounded fighter, a tough opponent.
Her last loss was a close decision against Carla Esparza back in 2020. Did you go back and watch that fight? And if you did, what did you think about the fight and the decision?
所以他上一场输，就他之前输的那场比赛也是输给卡拉了嘛，2020年的时候，但是那是一场比较接近的比赛。所以你有没有看过他们俩那场比赛？然后你对那场比赛怎么看？
我看过他跟卡拉打那场。我觉得他还是站立风格的嘛，卡拉还是用他的摔跤去抑制他啊什么的。我觉得不是接近嘛，我觉得还是卡拉赢。
Yeah, I watched that fight. I don't think it's a close fight. She think Carla Esparza won that fight, and Carla used her wrestling to beat Marina Rodriguez. So yeah, definitely Carla won that fight.
Speaking of Carla, you know, you suffered your first loss in over 10 years. You know, you had a 10-year streak of just winning fights. How were you, you know, mentally and physically after that fight? Because it's also the first time you've ever been finished or stopped.
所以啊，就是说到卡拉，也就是说你上次跟他这比赛输了，也是你差不多10年就第一次输，然后而且是被终结。所以那场比赛过后，你身体上、精神上的状态是怎么样的？
就是我身体上肯定是受伤了，我也第一次受了一个，就是脸上有个口那么大，而且就是心理上我觉得更严重了。就刚开始没想到会那么快结束，刚开始有点接受不了，但是随着时间啊，还有慢慢自己就成熟了，也接受这个事儿了，也觉得这是一个历练吧，也是对我一个向自己的挑战。
Physically, I just got a cut here. But mentally hurt is more severe, so I didn't expect that fight will finish that soon. And of course, I didn't lose fight in about 10 years, so it's a big trauma for me right after the fight. But time can heal everything. So when time goes, yeah, I feel better and better.
You say you feel better and better, right, as time passes. Does it still like linger with you, and that's something that you want to carry into your next fight to maybe perform, better than you have in your last fight?
所以啊，就即便就随着时间流逝啊，这个心里没有那么难受，但肯定还是有一点这个疙瘩在这儿吧。所以他说，你下一场比赛有没有针对性的自己想提高哪些表现，来让人有一个就让自己也有一个进化的感觉，就是
我觉得我要提高我摔柔的结合，还有让自己的站立更精准和精化一些，要提升自己的速度啊，还有就是最重要是头脑应该就是放聪明一点打比赛。
I want to improve the ability to mix up my wrestling and jiu-jitsu, and also want my striking to be more accurate. That's what I want to show in my next fight. But also, I want to be a smarter fighter in the fight. Yeah, that's what I need to do for my next fight.
For this training camp, it seems like you've been spending your time again at Team Alpha Male. Has that gym become your second home now?
所以，那么说到这场比赛的备战，那他也注意到你已经在 Team Alpha Male 又待了一段时间了，所以他说 Team Alpha Male 已经成为了你一个除了 CTT 之外第二个自己的主队战队了吗？
我觉得这个就是我在国外最喜欢的一个地方训练嘛，而且这里还有就是我一个喜欢的拳击教练马库斯，还有飞波，他们对我特别好，也没有觉得我是中国的另一个团队就对我不好，我觉得他们对我特别好，所以我喜欢这里。
So I think Team Alpha Male is my favorite place for training outside China, beside my own team CTT. So yeah, all the coaches there, especially Uriel Faber and Marcus, my boxing coach, they all helped me a lot, treat me very well. So yeah, make me feel Team Alpha Male is my home in the US.
Uriah Faber, you talk about him. He's been embracing Asian fighters for a long time. Chinese, Japanese, Korean fighters have been going there and training for many years now. Why do you think Asian fighters like going to train at Alpha Male so much?
所以啊，他说到飞波，其实飞波也之前一直以来就有跟很多亚裔的选手一起训练合作的，有中国的、韩国的、菲律宾的，包括他教练还有泰国的等等。你觉得那是什么原因让飞波能够跟这么多亚裔的选手合作的这么好，或者这么多亚裔的选手愿意去他那儿练？
我觉得这个拳馆的人特别好，就是特别包容吧，包容所有人，就是不管你是哪个国家的，他对你都是一样的。他只要你在这训练，他就会观察到每一个人，如果有什么问题，他都会去帮忙。
Because she thinks the people in Team Alpha Male are very nice. No matter where you come from, what race you are, Asian or whatever, if you are here, you are a member of the team. They will help you. No matter where you come from, no matter what your language you speak. So I think that's why we have a lot of fighters from like Asia or different places come here to train.
There are a few women around your weight class there. Who are the ones that have been working with you mostly?
所以他说在飞波那团队里，就你日常训练也有一些跟你级别差不多的女选手在那儿。谁是你日常训练搭档最多的？
有一个叫 Chris， 一个女孩也是打我超量级的，就很年轻。还有一个 Maycee Barber， 她也在这里。就是
Maycee Barber and another 125 girl. Her name is Chris. Yeah, we train together a lot.
还有几个女孩，还有一些小级别的男孩，我们都在一起练。
Yeah, and a couple other girls and 25, 35 guys. Yeah, we train together.
How is training with Maycee Barber? She's one of the prospects, that a lot of people have their eyes on. You get to work with her closely. You get to teach her things. You know what I mean? You're very experienced yourself. How's that been?
他说Maycee Barber 你觉得怎么样？他也是一个挺被 UFC 看好的一个年轻的新秀吧，所以跟他一起训练感觉怎么样？然后你有没有跟他分享一些你比赛的经验呀，或者什么的？
我觉得他训练的时候很认真。他前段时间就是有比赛嘛，我们大家都会帮他备战，但是他受伤了，现在又马上要打下一场了，刚回来开始跟我们一起训练。对，如果他有比赛的话，我们大家都会帮他，而且我比赛大家也会帮我。
Yeah, she trains very hard because she has a fight, and she had a fight so everybody helps her, but she got injured, so she pulled out. Now she is back, and so we all train together again. And she also helped me on my fight. So yeah, she's a nice girl.
All right. How are you handling Chinese New Year in the middle of training camp?
所以呢，现在又在备战期，然后那你打算怎么过春节呢？
我打算春节那天上午休息一下，下午练一次就可以了。
Okay, so half day off for the Chinese New Year. So I will have a rest in the morning, but train in the afternoon. Only one training session on the Chinese New Year.
Chinese people, Asian people, when it's the New Year, food is a huge part of everything. Like, how do you control yourself, or do you eat a little bit?
所以说，咱过年啊，特别重要一件事就是吃。那你这过年会放开了吃吗？还是稍微控制一下？
我会稍微控制一下，但也会忍不住会放开。我觉得会放开一点，因为比赛还有4个星期，稍微放开一点没问题。
I don't believe I will control myself on the food on that particular day. So I may control a little bit, but I will still enjoy the food. You know, still 4 weeks to the fight. So one day, okay, no problem.
All right, sounds good. Going back to the fight, Rodriguez, she will sit in the pocket, exchange heavy shots. It almost seems like you don't really have to worry about the wrestling so much this time around. Is this a perfect style to come back to?
对啊，那说回比赛啊，这个罗德里格斯的比赛风格，他是喜欢那种咱都说大战力，然后他也有重击，但是相对来说呢，不用担心太多他什么摔跤方面的事儿。所以你觉得这对你来说是一个非常理想完美的配对吗？
我觉得挺完美。我也想遇到一个打战力特别强的对手。
Yeah, it's a kind of a perfect matchup to me. I love to fight a good striker, fight against a good striker.
So how do you see yourself bouncing back against Marina? Do you feel like you'll be able to finish her, or is this going to be one of those hard, long 3-round fights?
所以，那你对于这场比赛你是有什么样的预估呢？你觉得会有终结吗？你是想终结它呢，还是你觉得这会是一场非常激烈焦灼的打满3回合的比赛？
觉得应该是激烈焦灼的吧，会打满3回合。
Probably a very close 3 rounds fight. Yeah, very exciting. A lot of punch and kicks exchange. 3 rounds fights. Yeah, maybe very close.
Oh, definitely. A couple more questions about the division, the strawweight division. Do you watch the division closely? A lot of fighters, they don't even watch UFC shows. Do you at least watch the fighters in your division?
所以啊，那咱们再谈谈你的这个级别。就说他说你平时看 UFC 的比赛吗？因为他知道好多选手其实不太看 UFC 比赛。那你会关注 UFC 的比赛，关注你这个级别其他选手的比赛吗？
我会看，每周基本都会看。就是有的时候也许看，不是每场都看，但是我都会去看。
Yeah, I watch UFC every weekend if there is a fight, if there is an event. Maybe not every both in the night, but yeah, I watch. I follow UFC.
Zhang Weili, she hasn't decided what she's going to do next. What matchup would you like to see her in next? Do you like the Joanna rematch?
所以那比如说这个级别，咱说到张伟丽。他现在还没定下一场会怎么打，那么从你的角度来看，你希望你要给他安排一下，你希望他打谁？比如说再打乔安娜还是怎么样？
我看他好像在网上说他想打卡拉。对。
I saw Weili post on her social media, or what I heard is that she wants fight Carla Esparza. So I don't know.
Okay, well, that leads to my next question because it looks like Carla Esparza is going to fight for the title against Rose Namajunas. How do you break down that fight? Do you feel like Carla will be able to defeat Rose once again?
所以这又引出他下一个问题，就是其实卡拉更有可能是去打罗斯这个挑战冠军。那你怎么看卡拉对罗斯，谁会赢？怎么比赛会怎么样？
我说的，我挺喜欢那个罗斯的打法。但是卡拉摔跤也很强，我也挺担心的。但是希望罗斯会赢吧。
Yeah, I like Rose. I like her style. So I hope Rose will win that fight. But I know Carla Esparza. I knew her wrestling. I've experienced that. It's very tough, strong. She's a very tough and strong wrestler. So it would be a threat to Rose. But I hope Rose can win. Yeah, I wish.
Rose winning is probably better for you, right? If she's still the champion, because if you go in there and beat Marina, then that lines you up for probably the next shot at the title if Rose is the champ.
所以其实罗斯赢对你来说也更好，对吧？因为如果罗斯赢了，然后你赢了下一个对手，然后如果能挑战冠军的话，你打罗斯其实也是更好。Yes, exactly.
All right. Well, March 5th, UFC 272, big pay-per-view. I'm looking forward to this fight. This fight is going to be a firefight. Everybody thinking that it could be probably the fight of the night. You know what I mean? Like you just said earlier that it could be all 3 rounds, very close. Thank you so much, Xiaonan, for the time.
对啊，小南这马上3月5号大战在即，他说也跟你说的是，这场比赛估计是非常激烈，有可能是最佳比赛的花红，所以祝你好运。
好 ，Thank you。